Hey guys, welcome back. Moving on our learning series of Game Creator 2, today we'll take a better look on variables and how to use them. Just a friendly tip, I recently posted new tools on Patreon, such as Near Miss Detector, Projectile Tools, and the Advanced Skill System, so make sure to check that. I want to start saying that variables are great and very important. Sometimes I see some people on GC's Discord saying to have fear of using them, so let's get rid of that today. Any type of mechanic you want to make will benefit from using variables. One thing I'd like to point is that having a bare minimum knowledge of C# is very helpful. I know we all use GC for not coding, but trust, go learn a bit and things will become a lot easier for you. Game Creator 2 offers us 4 types of variables: local name and list variables and global name and list variables. What's important here is that you remember that scene references, so objects on a scene, can only be referenced in editor before play mode on local variables, and local variables are components attached on scene objects, so they can't be used outside of the scene. Global variables are assets that you create on the project folder, and they are consistent across scenes, but you can't reference scene objects on them directly, only using set instructions during play mode. So, to not forget, local variables are for scene logic and global variables for consistent logic across scenes. Say you have a puzzle in your scene, and achievements. The puzzle will use local variables, since it's only used on the scene, but achievements are needed across scenes, so they will be stored in global variables. Easy, right? Now let's see the difference between list variables and name variables. So list variables are lists of the same type of variable. You can pick one type and populate the list. You can use it for collecting targets around the player. You can have a list of options that can be picked runtime. I think collecting and choosing are the keywords here. Name variables are more of, let's say, control variables. They are what you use the most for creating systems. So, number of enemies to be spawned, booleans that control states, maybe sound effects for picking an item, an animation that is changed runtime. They are basically dynamic references for whatever you want to build. So let's recap. Local variables are scene components used for scene logic, and they are bound to the scene. Global variables are not bound to scenes and used for consistent logic. List variables hold one type of variable in an array of indexes. Name variables have a name each and can store multiple types together. Okay, that's a lot to think already, right? I'll let you see the variable types for yourself. And for now, let's move to some examples. I have my player already here with his Einstein hair. As we are going a bit nerdy today, Einstein wants to catch some butterflies, and we're making a spawner for it that will run for some time and increase its spawn rate with the time passing. We'll be using a lot of math operations, so if you don't know about that, pause the video right now and go check the previous tutorials. Go on, I'll be waiting. Okay, from now on, I'll assume you know what I'm doing. Let's start it. First off, we are making a spawner object, adding a local name variable component to it and our variables that will be of type number and let's declare them. Time to pass, time passed, spawn rate, last spawn, and cut amount. Also, make a spawn point object with a local list variable of the type GameObject. Make objects for the points and add them to the list. First trigger is the spawner method. On interval of 0.1, check if time passed less than time to pass. Increment time passed and last spawn in 0.1. Now some math. Set the spawn rate equals to 3 times time passed divided by time to pass. Then check if last spawn is greater or equal than 1 divided by spawn rate. Sort spawn points by distance. Instantiate our butterfly in GameObject position from local list variable already sorted by distance by index of random between 5 and 8. I have 9 points, so I'm picking the last ones. Then set last spawn equals to 0. Basically, you already have your spawner working, but now we need something to do with those butterflies. I've added a trigger on my net to destroy the butterflies when hit and also increase the cut amount from the spawner. Let's also make a canvas to show little Einstein the time he has left and the amount of butterflies he got. So that will be one canvas and 2 text game objects. On the first, for the timer, I'll also make a new variable to help me simplify math. That will be time left on the local name variables of the spawner. So on my first text object, I'll make a trigger on interval of 1, set the time left equals to subtract time to pass minus time passed. Then I will make a set text of join strings, first text being number decimal, floor decimal, to make sure we have 0 when we are under 1 minute, and divide decimals of the time left by 60 on the format 00. This will be the minutes part. Then for text 2, another join strings. On this string we'll make the points that go between the minutes and seconds. Then for text 2, number decimal, modulus decimals, that is what's left from the division of time left by 60 with same format of 00. Then check if the time left is less or equal to 10 and set the text color red and increase the text scale. This will help little Einstein know he's running out of time. For the second text object that will show the butterflies got, we'll make a trigger on local name variable change, cut amount, set text equals number decimal with cut amount as the variable, same format 00. And that will be it for our canvas. Now let's see it working in play mode. So our little Einstein can run around and catch his butterflies. As we get them, the cut amount increases, and as the time passes, the spawn rate also increases, making more butterflies be instantiated as the time passes. Pretty cool, right? Now you already have your spawner system working with Game Creator 2. On the next episodes of this learning series, we'll be making an achievement system for little Einstein and connect it with the spawner system. We'll also make some global variables for controlling the spawning of the butterflies. If you enjoyed this video, give a like and a subscribe, and also check on Patreon for the best tools for Game Creator 2. There's a bunch of new stuff and I'm pretty sure you will love it. Okay, see you guys in the next one. Cheers!